Hey y'all, Carol Norby here. You're at my Stampin' Carol Lots of Crafty Goodness page, or you're on my YouTube channel. It was a night last night. We had winds, some rain. We didn't have near the damage Green Valley and Sarita had. Oh my gosh, trees down. What a mess. What a mess. But we did have power outage. We had no power for 5 hours, no water for 6. So and so I'm looking a little tough because I got no sleep. I actually came home from the class, ate lunch, and laid down and took a nap. So anyway, today was class day. We had to take a really roundabout way to get to the church because so many power lines and power poles were down and trees in the way. So it was quite an adventure to get to the church. But four out of the 5 gals were able to make it. One was a little concerned about coming up from Rio Rico because we are forecasted for more storms tonight. We do have a generator all ready for tonight, just in case. So anyway, this is my class video. And so if you didn't get to take the class and you got the kits, you can watch this and find out what to do. Or, these cards were so easy. The directions that I printed out are just so easy. So anyway, I'll flip the phone over and we'll get started and we'll see how this works. So hang on. Okay, get this situated here. Okay, so this was the first card that we did, this little gnome. He is from Stampendous. I bought him at scrapbook.com. These are some old embellishments from Fun Stampers Journey when they were in business, as is the Candy King. The paper is from the paper collage up in Greater Phoenix area. So this is the card we made. I'll set it aside. And it was just really easy. Whip this out in no time flat. So you're going to adhere this piece. I tell you what, I can still nap some more. I think I was sleeping until my phone dinged me. Someone sent me a text message and I jumped up and go, oh my gosh, I didn't do my video. So we'll try to remedy this here real quick. I have to admit I'm not too overly with it right now. When you first wake up from a nap, it's like, duh, am I here? Okay, so there's that, and we're going to adhere this to the center. Some of the gals took the coloring home. They can easily do the coloring at home because of the way these cards are made. So that was the beginning. And then we put these 2 ovals together. This stamp also came from the stamp set with the gnome. So, and I colored the gnome with my colored pencils. Real easy peasy. Okay, I think having done a whole bunch of cards for Spellbinders, they sent me a bunch of really fun stuff to make cards with for them. So I have so many Christmas cards already made. Okay, I'll get this. I gotta be careful I don't snip my fingers. These scissors are so sharp. If you cut, you can easily put a big old V in your finger. I have done it at least twice. At least twice. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so we'll do that. I actually have a big roll of foam tape that I got at scrapbook.com. It's 1 inch wide. I hold it between my knees. And then I can cut my ends off as I need them. I call my knees my third hand, practically. It's just kind of make sure this is opening the right direction. Get this on there right about there. Now this guy, I'm going to adhere flat. So I'll just get that on there, and it's going to go. Whoa, a bunch of stuff fell down on my closet. I can't see if I'm straight or not. Hang on just a sec. I got to pick this up for it. I have a complete disaster. There we go. I was searching through my closet for something yesterday and the day before, and needless to say, it has disappeared. I know I have it, and I know it'll show up. I just don't know where. I spent a couple hours yesterday looking for it. Okay, and then we're going to pop the gnome on top. So he looks like he is sitting on the candy cane. I like that. And then the little snowflake. Now the kits got a little wooden snowflake. I only had a dozen, and I made 15 kits. So this is one I had to make up, and I am going to use a little fun square because I kind of want it popped, and I can come back in and use, see, I cut it out of glitter paper. I can put a little gem in there if I want, and we're going to put it right there, and that is the first card. Isn't that cute? So I'll set that aside, and the second card was this fun little singing set of cactus. And it comes from, let's see, I gotta find my paperwork on it. It is a stamp set by Art Impressions called Southwest Christmas Stamp Set. And I've used it in some other classes and stuff, so I made a card recently with Santa Claus and a different cactus if you've gone back on my blog or my Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So I colored them, and I colored and cut out the chilies, and then I'm going to adhere this. Man, I can't believe how sleepy I am. But then power went out about 10, which woke me up. Woke up Dean, so we both got up and made sure everything was good, and we tried to go back to sleep. Dean managed to a degree. I did not. I just could not go back to sleep. And then about 2 o'clock, our freezer alarm started going off, which meant that it was getting a little warm, not enough to thaw, but a little warm. And so we just left the door closed, and then at 4:45 our power came on. But I tell you what, there's a few places in Green Valley, the big Walmart store, it was not on this morning. They were looking to being quite a ways down the road to get that on. I've heard that Safeway, the big Safeway on Duval Mine Road, might be a few days before they get power. Okay, so you're going to adhere this to this, and you're going to line up the top. Yeah, it's just, I was amazed. Even coming down La Cañada to our church, you could see where the water had run, the flash floods ran so fast that they went over the road. Angie and Larry said they live on just off of La Cañada block, and they got over 4 inches of rain last night, along with the high winds and the hail and lots of floods. So we're going to trim this. So this is the first time in a while that we didn't get it and everybody else did. But we've been getting it, but it was quite the experience last night. Okay, this, I make sure I got the right direction. It's going to adhere directly down. This class was pretty, we just took our time today. Nobody was in a big hurry, and we just sat and enjoyed I'm going to have to trim this edge off. I see I'm a little off. And I'm going to line this up on my glass mat here. Let's see if there's center. So I can get this centered. Okay, that's going to go right about there. Okay, so I got that centered. I'm going to pop this. See, this card was really fast. These two cards, other than the coloring, was quite fast. And both these cards could easily have been taken home and finished if they didn't want to color. Angie forgot her pencils. She was packing for a stamp club tomorrow and had taken them out of her tote momentarily and left them on her table. She used a few of Linda's pencils. Okay. I'll just get these off. This is going to center. Now there's no sentiment on this card. And then this is just going to pop right there. Real easy, and I don't need a full 1-inch strip to put it on. I hear my husband's working outside. He's getting the generator in a position to where, should we need it, because we are forecasted a lot of rain tonight and tomorrow. And that card is complete. Isn't that cool? We'll set that aside. Then there was this one. So we'll do that. This is a die set from Spellbinders called Build a Winter Birdhouse. The birdhouse itself. This little bird is from Sweet Birds on a Branch die set, and then the sentiment is from Tweet Sentiments. It's a clear stamp. These are all from Spellbinders. It was part of a new collection that went out about 2 months ago. So I'll get that out of the way for the moment. So they all got, I did some extras for them. I went ahead and put the brown house on. I backed the birdhouse holes and gave them the heart. They can use that for whatever they wanted. Then you take this out, and here's all the little pieces that we used. So I will start assembling this. This paper is also from the paper collage. It's Pam designed it, the owner of the paper collage. Such a sweet, sweet gal. I just love her. I just love her. I just love going to her store, but needless to say, I only make it about once a year. And I was up there in February. There is a Stamp and Scrapbook Expo coming to Mesa in September. I hope she has a booth. I really like her, and you know, we don't have too many mom and pop type stores anymore, scrapbook stores. So many of them have closed, and she's had a little bit of a tough time with what was going on this past year and a half, 2 years, year and a half, I should say, and so she's had a little bit of a tough time, but I'm sure hoping she makes it. You can purchase from her store direct. She has a website, the stampcollage.net. I have shared her website numerous times. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to start assembling. Now the snow has glitter on one side, so you got to be careful how you apply it. You don't want to have it go in the wrong direction. So I'm going to measure how far the snow comes down. So I'm just going to put a bead of glue right along there and stick that on. I don't want to get that all the way up there. Right there. And the same with this other one. I'm going to kind of measure it and come down, because it lightly overhangs. Just ever so little. Okay, so that's where I want that, right like that. And then there's the bell. I'm going to pop that, and that little piece I had left over from doing the chili pepper is perfect for this little piece. And I'm going to put it right here. Am I still in your view? Kind of, sort of. Trying to get that up here. I got a little crooked here. Okay, and then I'm going to adhere the 2 hollies on. So I'm just going to put a little glue here. Cover up the hole in the top of the bell. That's going to take a little bit longer to adhere. And there's the top there. So I'll get this other one on. It took me forever to get home today with all the interstate was, I-19 was only 1 lane because the on-ramps to go, the off-ramps to go onto Duval Mine Road were closed because of all the downed power lines. So I'm going to get that put back in there. I love this Bearly Art Glue. You can buy it from Spellbinders. I have a link on my website, not my Facebook page, but on my website. Be very careful and turn that over. Now I showed the gals you need to put a little strip of adhesive on the very ends of this too, because you don't want those to break. Look at that. That already came off right there. Okay. Scoot that over so it won't show. Just about done with this card. It's real close. Get that on there. Come down from the tip. Might want to put a little extra on here. Make sure it sticks. I'll put one in the middle to give it some substance right there. Okay. So, oh, that one came off already. I notice when I die cut, sometimes it just leaves little hairs of paper. Do you have that problem? All my dies do it, new and old. Sometimes I'll come in with a sanding block and clean them off, or an emery board. So I'm going to come just a 1/4 inch down from the top roughly. Make sure I'm centered. That looks good. Stick that on. I'm going to pop the bird on there. See, and I even backed the bird. Some gals got a light bird with dark blue wings and belly, and the others got a blue bird with light wings and belly. So, because it's all one die, and it was just easier that way. In fact, they were saying, "Oh, your bird's light, my bird's dark." It's just comical. I just love my class. I love my gals. Okay, this is going to sit like he's sitting on the perch. And then the words. Get the rest of this out. I just barely unloaded my car of my tote. So, get the words on here. And this card is just, oops. I just about destroyed that. Kind of wrinkled it. Get that on here. Stick it down, it won't show. Okay. And this is going to stick right there. So, yep, I can hear the generator running. He's making sure it's in good working order. We had to use it a few days ago. We used the one in the back of his truck and plugged in our fridge and freezer. And then we used the one we have out front right now to plug in the coffee pot. And we sat out on the patio and had coffee. I think it was last Sunday. We have missed 2 Sundays of church because of rain and floods. So, and this is going to go halfway between, right about there. And that card is complete. You add your gems wherever you want them here. You can see I put 2 over here and 1 here. So I will set this aside and we'll do the last card. Now this one, there's the card. This stamp is from Peaceful Night stamp set. I've got it from scrapbook.com. It sells out fast. I think it's made by Woodware Creative Stamps. So I already colored this with my pencils, but I came in and I'm trying to figure out where my... Okay, I came in and did pan pastels on there. So I will do that. Dig out my pan pastels. Okay, there's brown there. Okay. So I think I used cocoa powder. No, this one is a new one. What color was this? This was a new one. It's not, whoops, right there. Hazelnut blend. That's what I used. And then I'm going to just grab a blending brush. Come in here. See, I got some dirt on it. That's horrible. I must have, oh, I have ink on my fingers. I just destroyed this. Isn't that sad? See if I can get some of that up using a... Okay, let me wipe my fingers down a little bit here. I've got a rag and water right here, so see if I can get that off my fingers. I did not know I had black on my fingers, and I have not used any ink. Did you notice? I have not been... Okay, it's off my fingers. Something I touched must have had some ink or something on it. So I can get a lot of that off because it's not very... It's not been rubbed in real hard, so get that off. Some of this will hide. Good. This is a little sanding brush I got. It's called Sandy Eraser by Mono. It's by Tombow. I actually got this one on Amazon, and I got 2 of them. So I'm going to pick up some ink, and I'm going to come in, or some chalk. Just going to come in here. I got a little bit dark here. And just add some color. And that's all I did. Spread that around a little bit. There's no solid lines. Wipe some off there. I don't want that much left on here. Okay, that's it. I got a little heavy-handed, but I think it's still very, very pretty. So get that out of the way, and I'll clean that brush later. Hope I don't get that. So what I'm going to do now is I got that. I'm going to grab my frame. This is one of the frame die cuts. I have a really beautiful die set from Pink Fresh Studios that I got through scrapbook.com. It's called Stitched Scallop Rectangles. So this is the rectangle with the inside. Then it also cut another rectangle with this that had the scallops on the outside. And for this, you're just going to add just a bead of glue right on the very edge. I got a little over there. That's not going to be good. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I keep getting out of your range of vision. Get this other edge. Okay. And this is just a hair bigger than the rectangle. So I'm going to get that on there, get it moved into position, get it where I want it. There. That went on pretty good. Can't, well, or a little at the top here. I could move it. It's one thing nice about liquid glue. You have a little bit of wiggle room. Now, if I don't like all of this color on there, I don't know if I can come in here and, yeah, I can take a little bit of it off. Not a lot, but I can mute it down a little bit here with a rag. Yeah, I got quite a bit off. And then this will pop onto your card. Better get my tip in. Now what I did after this, and I gave the, oh, got that little sticky there. I gave the gals each a little bottle of Journey Glaze. It's like a crystal lacquer, diamond glaze, whatever you want to call it. I don't know where it is at the moment. Over there, okay. Now you can buy it in bottles. I think this is a 4-ounce size. I gave them a little trial size like this so that they could glaze the roofs of their, or the domes of their buildings. So that's what they did. So this will pop on there. You glaze it, you set it aside for a half hour and make sure you don't touch it, play with it in any way, shape, or form. And that was the end of the class. So I'll switch it back. So anyway, that was it. I hope if you didn't take the class, if you didn't buy a kit, I hope you're inspired by these cards. They're not original designs. I go through Pinterest and other places and get inspiration and go from there. So it works, you know, and the gals that I follow on Pinterest and on Instagram and stuff, they are so talented, so talented. So anyway, that's it. I will get this uploaded to YouTube shortly, and we'll go, and I hope you have a wonderful day. We're just getting prepped for more rain. So anyway, great of you to stop by. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and we'll no video next Wednesday. We have dental appointments. We're getting a new dentist, and we have, I think, 8:30 in the morning appointments. Is it 8:30? Yeah. So time for a new dentist and go get our teeth cleaned. So catch y'all later. Stay dry, stay safe, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.